Welcome back, guys. Today I want to talk about watches. Um, and this is something I was talking with some of my watch friends about, and I really wanted to figure out once you go luxury route, do you ever go back, or do you become a watch snob? Kind of. I mean, not in a negative term, but I'll kind of pose some questions and then I'll give you my kind of opinion towards the end or as we go through this together. And I really want your comments down below. I got two questions. One is, and first off, how do you define a luxury watch? Is it X brand is always just a luxury watch? It's these brands? Rolex, Omega, you know, all, and I'm talking more like affordable luxuries, I guess. When you get into a 20, 30, 40, 50,000 plus range, yeah, that's luxury. In that 10 to 12 range, I think those are luxury, but can we define luxury by just the price? I guess that's the question. So I posed the question to my group, and they all kind of came back with a lot of different things, as did I. I think we all know what a luxury watch is, but we can't really define it. and, and that sounds dumb when I say it out loud, but I think you all agree with me. We all know what it is, but we can't put a real definition on it. And Clayton, my buddy Clayton, I think gave me the best example or the best definition that I could come up with. So I really want your guys' opinion. Clayton says, luxury purchase hurts a little or a lot, meaning it's a bit more money than you're comfortable spending, even if you can afford it. I think that sums it up really well. Because the truth be told, really, everybody has a cell phone. Do you even need a $20 Casio World Timer? Or would this be a luxury because you already have a phone in your pocket? I mean, really, watches of any price are a luxury. Everybody's got a smartphone. You pull out your smartphone and you look at it. You don't need a watch, right? It's a luxury that you don't need. I don't know if I subscribe to that. I've been a watch wearing guy for my entire life. And I will, yeah, do I need to wear a watch? No. I have a phone. I have two phones. So, yeah, I don't need a watch necessarily, but I enjoy wearing a watch. So, okay, we're watch people. And you've got your $20 World Timer, and you've got your, $1,000 titanium square, and, whatnot. So once you go to a more luxury type of purchase, do you only wear that, and you don't wear your budget affordable stuff anymore? And these are in no real order, guys. There are no price range order here. But they run the gamut here, obviously, from $20, $25 up to, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. So that's what we've got here is that range, that 25 to 7, let's call it. Once you go on the luxury side with an Omega, the Rolex, a Breitling, do you ever put back on your G-Shock? We'll just stick the Seamaster down here too. Do you wear your base? This is not really a base model. This is $150 G-Shock with the combi bracelet and whatnot. So do you wear this anymore? Once you've gone and stepped up into the higher kind of luxury, I'm going to call it affordable luxuries, 10,000 under. Do you wear the $100 watches anymore? Do you wear the $25 watches anymore? You know, or do you become so accustomed to wearing the expensive watches that that's all you wear? And do you wear them, and why do you wear them then? You know, that's the thing too. Are you wearing it as an ego status thing? Then you're a snob. Then you're a watch snob. If you're wearing it because it's more comfortable and luxurious and, you know, that sort of a thing, and it speaks to you personally and marks some memory that you have or some accomplishment that you have done, and things like that, then that's a different story. I can tell you that here on the table, these are the most expensive on the left and the cheapest on the right of what's here on the table. And yes, I will say that the Rolex is more comfortable than the World Timer. Not that the World Timer is uncomfortable. The Rolex feels better on my wrist than the World Timer. And forgive me, I did not wind these all up and get them all set and, you know, whatnot. This is the one I was wearing today so far when I'm filming this. This one just happened to start moving when I brought it in from the other room. Some of these other ones did not. And then obviously the G-Shocks are just, you know, always running. But yeah, I mean, how do you guys deal with that? Do you force yourself to wear a more affordable watch from time to time? Or do you have a watch that's for your beater stuff? If you're going to go and mow the lawn and take care of all the yard work, are you going to wear your Rolex? Are you going to wear your Seamaster? Or are you going to put on your World Timer? You know, and I get it that everybody's financial situation is different. And what's luxury to one person, you know, that's why we can't put a dollar amount. You know, affordable to one person. Hell, there would be people that the Rolexes are affordable because they've moved on up to the VCs and the APs and stuff like that. So Rolexes are affordable. I'm talking about the average people that are buying $100 watches, and a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 watch is luxury to them, and it is luxury. Heck, the Tag was my first entry into luxury watches. And this was relatively, you know, cheap compared to some of the other ones that I've gotten over the time. But this is a great feeling watch. And yeah, it shows some wear. It's got that desk diving duty going on. I have no problem with that. My stuff gets scratched up. I wear my watches. So I guess I'll kind of give my opinion, but please, in the comments, tell me what you think and how you wear your watches and what you know, how do you do it? Once you go to the Rolex, the Tag, the Seamaster, do you go backwards or not? For me, I will be completely honest here. And I did a video not too long ago about the watches that I typically wear. And it's not all just, you know, so I have three. I didn't bring it out, but I've got the Rolex, I've got the Seamaster Professional, and I've got the Planet Ocean. Those are my three quote-unquote luxury watches. And those three get worn a lot. The other ones that get worn are these two. If I just want to grab and go, if I'm just going to run to the store and maybe all the automatics are just stopped, if I'm just going to run out to the store, I want to have a watch because I feel naked if I don't have a watch on when I run out of the house, right? I'll grab one of these, or oftentimes this Silver World Timer, because they're already going. I don't have to worry about them. I just throw them on, off I go to the store, I come back. So that's yes, I do not wear the tag that often anymore. And it's one of the ones I've considered selling because I just don't wear it. I wondered about the Hamilton. Once I got the Rolex, would I ever wear the Hamilton? Because, yes, they're different, but yes, they're similar. So, but I still do wear the Hamilton sometimes. But not that much. I'm going to be honest. And it's not a status thing for me or anything. The Rolex is super comfortable. This Seamaster I got used and fairly kind of beat up. But the price reflected it. I really have considered going down to like 3 or 4 watches. I don't know if I can, because there's other watches that I do want. I think I'm in the neighborhood of 18 to 20 watches right now. I certainly can go down under 10, I think. For sure. I mean, I've got 5 right now. If I take these two with these 2 G-Shock Square plus the Planet Ocean, those are kind of my 5 main watches right now. And there's 3 or 4 others that I just want. So could I sell all of these ones? I mean, I really wouldn't sell a World Timer for $20. It's not worth selling and shipping. But yeah, I'm really kind of going through, do I wear these cheaper, different watches? And I've got other cheaper ones too that are just still in the box. I couldn't bring everything out, right? This wasn't a state of the collection show and tell thing. It was more just a discussion about luxury versus affordables. So I want to hear your guys' comments because I've seen and I've for my own self, I've seen me kind of shy away from the cheaper, quote unquote, affordable watches. And I keep some around just because I think I should. And I don't think that's right. If there's a watch that I'm keeping around because I think I should, just because I think I should, yeah, that means I should sell it. Same with the knives. I've got a bunch of knives that I'm keeping around because I think I should. And some of them are collector type knives, like high-end collector type knives that don't get used and whatnot. But, yes, some of those you're just going to keep because. And same with some watches. You may keep a watch just because. But, yeah, I'm really kind of rethinking some of this. And I would love to hear your guys' opinion that have taken that step into the luxury world. How do you handle your other watches? Or did you sell all of them to get the luxury piece? I've told the story before. I sold a bunch of knives to buy the Rolex. Sold a bunch of knives. Like, I made more after I bought the Rolex. I still had money left over from all the knives I sold. And I did the same thing when I bought the Planet Ocean. I sold a bunch of knives, bought the Planet Ocean, got a great deal on the Planet Ocean, and still had money left over from the knives I sold. Not so much with the Seamaster. I just had some money, so I was able to buy that. But, yeah. So, let me know your thoughts. I kind of bounced around a little bit, I think. But I think, generally speaking, y'all kind of understand where I'm coming from. And what I'm trying to understand, right, from you guys. So, yeah, I would greatly appreciate your input. Thanks for listening and watching. I do appreciate that. And let me know. Let me know your thoughts. And I may do something similar in the knife world also. That's a little bit tougher to kind of quantify, I think. Affordables versus grails and stuff. Like, I don't know. But let me know your comments down below. Again, how do you define a luxury watch? And 2, if you've gone luxury, do you ever go back to the, quote, affordables? Those are the 2 things I'm looking to get information and feedback on. All right? Thanks a lot, guys. I do appreciate your time. Have yourselves a fantastic day, and we'll see you on the next one.